Hey, this is Don from Padlock Technologies again with another video. Today we're going to talk about Microsoft's Cloud PKI, which is a internal PKI infrastructure or a certificate authority using the cloud. So it's not on-prem anymore. Now, I mentioned this and I got the question because I mentioned this in my Meraki Access Manager video. If you haven't seen that, I'll put it up here. Click that, get a little overview of Meraki Access Manager. But this piece is mainly for certificates, right? Which is the creation, distribution, all of that, right? Signing, revocation, all that will now happen in Entra or Azure, depending on who you ask, the name always changes. It will happen there. Now, who is this for? This is probably for like your small, medium-sized businesses, to be honest with you, because this can get pretty expensive if you're like a huge organization. Let's say you got 30,000 users. Well, I think the standalone is $2 a user because they do it per user, and then the Intune suite, I believe, is $10 a user. So let's just say you want to do standalone. Okay, 30,000, $2 a user, 60,000 a month, 172,000 a year. So you have to do the financials for yourself to say, does this make sense? Now, for the smaller organizations that need to have like certificate-based authentication and use an access manager, um, this may work for you, right? Because getting hardware and maintain the hardware and all that stuff, you probably don't want to do that, right? So if you did this in the cloud, probably makes more financial sense to do it that way. Again, do your numbers, figure it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I set it up, at least the basic components of it. Then I'll show you some certificate stuff that I have some devices that are already signed, which already have certificates on it. I did an iPad yesterday, so I'll show you the iPad cert, and I'll show you why you would do this in the cloud. So let's go ahead and go in here. All right, so here's my Intune basic manager stuff, and if we go to devices here, you'll see I have a couple devices. PCs, and iPad, right? Now, the iPad part, you need to have an APN in order to manage iPads. That's for all iOS devices. So you need to go through the enrollment first, enrollment types, and all that good stuff to be able to manage the iPad. But that's neither here or there. What we really want to do is go to tenant administration, and you see this little icon right here called Cloud PKI. So when you click that, you get to create one root CA, and then you can create a bunch of intermediate CAs. In this situation, I only did one of each. So I have a root CA, and then I have an issuance CA or sub CA, and I named them as such. Now, once you do this, what happens is the download, you got to get the cert chain, right? So when you create it, you give it all your extended key usages, and then you download the root certificate, which is that one. And this is what I was telling you in the Access Manager video, that when you download the cert chain, you may basically have to manually judge it up or reconfigure it so that you have this whole cert chain involved. Because when you go here, or you go to your sub CAs, you go to properties, when you download the certificate, it doesn't download the chain. It just downloads the certificate for that specific CA. So now you have to download the root and the sub and judge it up and make your cert chain there. Now this SCEP URI is what you're going to use to create the SCEP certificate template in Intune. So now when things get onto your network and you want to push a certificate, it's going to use SCEP as the protocol, but then it's going to use the Cloud CA to actually sign or create and distribute the certificate. So now if we go to, how do I want to do this? Let's go to iOS, right? And here's the iPad here. Now I'm going to show you the configurations. Now, looking at these configurations is a couple. I have 4 certificates that's going to be installed on the iPad, which are going to be trusted certificates. It's going to be the Access Manager certificate, the root CA, the sub CA, and an umbrella certificate for if I wanted to use umbrella and do SSL decryption to avoid getting that error message saying, hey, you don't trust the certificate. I'm putting that on there as well. After you do that, you have the SCEP certificate template. So let's jump into that, show you what that looks like. So, simple stuff. saying it's a SCEP profile SCEP template, using it on the iOS, iPad OS. Really, what we came to see is the SCEP configurations here. So what we're going to do is going to do subject name. Now I'm using user principal name as the CN because Access Manager kind of works with the user principal name, not the common name or the traditional common name. Then you have the email address, you have your organizational unit. Now the one I want you to pay attention to is this organizational unit equals BYOD. So if you're using something like ICE, this is what we're matching on. When you want to do BYOD with ICE and not use ICE for BYOD, this is what you would do. You would have a certificate, you would manipulate the OU value to whatever you want, and then we would match that in ICE that says, hey, if the certificate says if the OU in the certificate says BYOD, do this, right? If the OU in the certificate said InTune, do this. So this is the part where we're going to manipulate the most. Then we're going to say the root certificate is the sub CA, right, that we use to trust. And then we're going to give it the client authentication, extended key usage. And then here, down here, is that same URI for the sub CA that are the issuing CA and Intune that I showed you before, that you just copy it. There's a little copy button next to it. And you just paste it in here, right? And then you assign it to all devices and users are, if you want to be real granular, you assign it to where you want to assign it to. So now, I already did your iPad. Now I use the company portal, the Microsoft company portal app to do this. So now, once you actually enroll your device into Intune, what will happen is to see the certificates that you actually signed and distributed, you go back to your sub CA, you go to view certificates. Now, as you can see, I revoked a couple here, and to do that, you just click on the certificate and hit the revoke button. There's a revoke button right here. You just click that and you revoke the certificate. But here's the one I did for the iPad. And as you can see, here's the subject name, it's active. You see that the OU is BYOD. So I also did a Wi-Fi profile. So once I get the Meraki AP, I'm going to create a SSID and test out Access Manager with that, with this certificate to make sure, that works as well. And as you can see, the issuer was my sub CA as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it in two ways. I'm going to test matching the organizational unit, and then I'm just going to test with the normal, CN using Entra ID lookup on the back end in Access Manager. But that's really it. How long did it take for me to actually set this up? To be honest with you, it took roughly around 15 minutes to get the root CA, sub CA, and then configure these specific device profiles, especially for the iPad. Took me about 15-20 minutes to do this, right? And then once I put all this together from a template standpoint, and then here's my Wi-Fi iPad template, by the way. I didn't show y'all that. So let's go to the Wi-Fi configurations. So basically, I'm going to have an SSID called Meraki Lab. I'm using eap-tls. I'm going to trust a couple things here, trust some server names that are coming from Access Manager. And then I'm going to use the Access Manager certificates and the root CA to trust. And then I'm going to authenticate using the SCEP certificate that I got from the iPad, right? Or that I created for the iPad. So this template is going to generate the certificate. Then I'm going to use that certificate to connect to the Meraki Lab SSID once I get wireless working. So that is Cloud PKI by Microsoft in a nutshell. Again, if you're a smaller company, mid-sized company, this may be the way to go if you want to start introducing certificate-based authentication with network access control, and you have not built an internal PKI, and you probably don't have the infrastructure to really support building an internal PKI. But again, there is some financial cost to this, and you need to be careful because you don't want to wake up and you have $1 million bill because you went ballistic with the user count. If you like stuff like this, please do not forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate all my subscribers. Love getting flooded with questions because you keep my brain active, and I really appreciate it. This is Don from Padlock Technologies again. Thank you, and have a nice day.